So the Capital BlueCross Theatre has a history of doing social justice theater. We opened in 2014 and have produced theater to raise awareness and inspire actions regarding sexual assault, domestic violence, Black Lives Matter, criminal justice reform, and ending bigotry. We've raised money for the Carlisle and Harrisburg YWCA, Randy's House of Angels, the Links Incorporated Harrisburg chapter, and Sankofa African American Theater. So it's no surprise that tonight is a benefit performance for the Dauphin County Bail Fund. Join me in welcoming Louie Marven from the Dauphin County Bail Fund. Welcome, Louie.
Hi, Janet. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. What can you tell us about the Dauphin County Bail Fund?
Yeah, so again, just thanks to everyone involved in doing this, and good evening. We are a community bail fund, and we're dedicated to freeing our community members from cages and ending the practice of cash bail. So we are our own independent nonprofit organization, but we're also connected to a national network of bail funds. And it's important to note that we're all volunteers, so we don't have like an office or staff or anything like that. And what we do is that we pay bail for people locked up in Dauphin County Prison who can't afford it, who don't have access to those funds. And so we're all about getting people free now, but also fighting for a world where we are no longer needed. So our bigger goal is to end the practice of cash bail. And to that end, we've done some community education and op-eds and things like that to help raise awareness and get us closer to that point. For example, we held a screening and discussion of the film The Bail Trap last year, and we called for the release of prisoners in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Brooklyn Bail Fund, which is sort of the model for lots of other bail funds like ours, they estimate that more than 60% of people who are incarcerated in the US are being detained while they await trial. So these are people who have not been found guilty of anything. And most of that percentage of folks simply don't have the resources to pay their bail, which is why they're locked up. Basically, people are locked up just because they can't afford not to be. And we don't believe that that's okay. And because our criminal punishment systems have been set up as part of the white supremacy project, these systems are especially harming Black and brown people. So the cash bail system traps people who are in jail awaiting trial, and think about all the things that can happen while you're stuck waiting for your trial while being locked up. So people can lose their jobs or housing, or experience sexual victimization at the hands of staff or others, or have their parenting and family lives interrupted. So really big consequences. And the system also forces people who are in this situation to choose between possibly waiting in jail for a longer time for trial and pleading guilty, even if they're not, to help with getting out sooner. So if you need to get out to keep working or to care for your family or to do anything that you need to do to live your life, you're more likely to do what you need to do to get out as quick as possible. And if you can't afford bail, one of your options is to plead guilty even when you aren't. So in terms of how your donations help the bail fund, these donations are helping people avoid making those impossible choices that I just described, and helping people continue to work and care for their families while they await trial. And we're also a revolving bail fund. So our model is that we pay the bail, and when the person shows up for their trial, the bail money that we've paid gets returned back into the fund. And most people show up for their trials, and in some communities that have eliminated cash bail, strategies like just sending the person a text message, like reminding people to show up to the court date. And the US is, by the way, just one of 2 countries in the world who uses this cash bail system. So anyway, this helps the person not become indebted to a bondsman who charges a fee to pay someone's bail, and because of this revolving fund process, your donation can actually help people, multiple people, stay out of this harmful cycle when it comes back into the fund over and over again.
Well, Louie, thank you so much for coming tonight to share information about the Dauphin County Bail Fund. You provided with us a list of resources that are on the screen right now. If anyone in the audience would like this list of resources, you will see that my email is in the chat, janetbixler@centralpenn.edu, and you can email me and let me know you would like this resource list, and I will email it to you. Louie, I hope our audience is inspired to support the fund and help people live their lives and find justice. Thank you so much, Louie.
Thank you all. Thanks, Janet.
Thank you.